So good morning from Dover Castle in Dover, and we're currently in the King's audience chamber, in the presence chamber, and English Heritage have done an amazing job in recreating all the state apartments as they would have been at the time of, I think it's Henry II who basically built the Great Keep at Dover Castle. And here we are in the, as I say, in the presence chamber before the King. Good morning, Your Majesty. I have a particular interest in Dover Castle because of the fact that it's possible, stroke likely, that Anne and Henry came here on their way to and returned from Calais in October-November 1532. And what I'm going to do is take you on a little guided tour. So as you can see, we've come behind the throne and we're now heading into sort of the privy part of the King's state chambers. And I'm going to take you along this little corridor here, which leads to the King's Privy Chapel, which is the, sorry about all the tourists again, we're in August, so it's quite busy. And this is the chapel of, through here is the chapel of Thomas Becket. And this is quite, oops, sorry about that, just a special little place. I can just take you around here and out of the way of everybody. So this is the chapel of Thomas Becket, which apparently is still in use today. It's an absolutely adorable little space, and it's quite a special space for me because in my novel I have actually chosen to set a very special scene here that happens between Henry and Anne. Of course it is entirely fictional, but we know that Anne and Henry came back from Calais on St. Erkenwald's Day, which is the 14th of November, and several historians have conjectured that perhaps that they did get betrothed on that day. And although betrothal was if you like, a civil ceremony and not religious, I've decided to set that scene in this beautiful little chapel, which is very Romanesque in design. And I don't know whether you can pick this up, but it's a really intimate, private, quite a special little place, and it certainly has a certain atmosphere about it. And regardless of what did or didn't happen here and whether Anne or Henry actually did spend any of the time in this chapel, it's really well worth seeing. And if I just turn around, we've got the place to ourselves. That's lovely, isn't it? It's very difficult to see the stained glass. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's this beautiful stained glass throughout the chapel. And through this door here you have the sacristy, which is where the priests would have got ready for the various privy services. So this is the King's private chapel, which he would have used for his private use. And just before I go, I'll just give you one final view, which is the main staircase leading up to the main state apartments. So that's a quick tour of part of the state rooms at Dover Castle, which undoubtedly would have been seen and used by Henry and probably Anne in 1532.